not just Texas natives, but a lot of Houston area products filling the starting lineup. That time will go down swinging. Sam Pocock will strand 2 Cougars after the first half of the first inning. Tulsa still even with Houston. We'll bring their bats to the plate when we come back. Somehow has slipped through the cracks each and every year. This one is going to create an interesting disposition, and they'll get Hollingsworth off. What a big gaffe there by Tulsa, and it's a double play. So you talk about a runner on third initially in this ball game with nobody out. 3 batters later, 3 outs later. And senior goes down swinging though against Bell.
A good pitch, chased it low and away. Bell, great placement, comes up with her second strikeout. That one just tailing outside. Minen unable to lay off it.
Brings up the 6th spot, Sarah Bryers. She too out of the Houston area from Spring, Texas. Snagged by Hebner, 1 pitch, all it takes, and Presley Bell might be back on schedule with the pitch count there. A quick second inning. Already 2 in the books here in Tulsa. Moving on in game 3 to the top of the 3rd. Gets the bat around on this one. It'll get down. Another base hit, looking for extra bases. It's a double for Barker, 2 for 2 today.
Great.
James gets around on it. Cougars are going to strike first here in Tulsa. A 2-out RBI single for Ariel James.
And James, the Oklahoma native, comes up with the first run of the game, able to take this one to left center. Witten just unable to range over to it and in to score.
Yeah, frankly, Hollingsworth, it seemed like every game that she came up in that tournament would give them a lead. Line out to left, but it's going to be good enough for a sacrifice to bring Perry home. So Alexis Perry, remember, who reached on the error in the infield, comes home for an unearned run to tie this ball game up.
Hey, good stuff there. Able to get enough underneath it. Did Hollingsworth, shows off the power. Perry in from third. Tied at 1. Even when Hollingsworth unable to come up with a base hit, still makes an impact.
Stafford, chance for 2 to get out of the inning. And the Cougars erase the runner and get out of the 5th. No damage done. We are still tied. 1 run apiece. The 1-2 to Wyatt. It goes through the wickets. They thought for sure they would have an out, force it home. Instead, 2 Cougars come home to score. Ariel James followed by Sarah Queen, and Sharice Wyatt comes in with the big pinch hit opportunity. Comes through just by putting the ball in play.
Sarah Bryers took her eye off it, right through the legs underneath her glove, and that is a play she has to make. Instead of focusing on the ball, had an eye over to first, and Houston takes full advantage now, 3-1 Cougars.
Still with 2 strikes here to Williams. Williams will poke one through. That'll be trouble. Hebner will try to score from second, and they say she did touch home, able to get around Spell. Hollingsworth, Witten, and Neal. Julia pokes this one out towards left. Down by 3, she'll trim it to a 2-run deficit. Julia Hollingsworth able to conquer that left field wall today here in game 3.
Hollingsworth, just her 2nd home run of the season, and that one didn't even look like she got all of it. Just shows her power there. Able to muscle it out over the left field wall. Hollingsworth takes it out of the zone.
Responsible for both runs batted in today. So you now have the winning run on the base pass. That's a fair ball, well played. Hebner steps on the bag, and the Houston Cougars survive game 3 here in Tulsa.